Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the Arca Menards Series here at New Hampshire. I don't really like this track, so this will be interesting. Fastest time in practice was in the 8s. I know my fastest time, I got down to a 6:14, but that was like long way into a practice when it was like really rubbered up and stuff. Usually when the track's a little more green, you slide around a little bit more, you're a tenth or two slower. So I'm hoping to get into the 7s maybe, or even the low 8s at the best. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. Try to get that run going into the lap though. And usually when I try to do this, I go really high and then I duck low. At this track, I like to just like kind of stay out here and just gain momentum as I go. It works better for me. A lot of the other times when I try to cut down off the corner, here at this track, it just gets me loose. I use the 2 marker going into 1 and 2, try to like straddle this line. And when I get grip, just kind of get into the gas softly. You don't want to like just nail the gas, you might spin out. And you can go a little deeper into 3 and 4, like a little bit in between the 2 and the 1. Try to stay right down on this line, because this is like the low line at New Hampshire, basically. Got a little too low, just under it, and it started getting me loose, so that lap's not going to be great, but it's probably going to be my best lap. Got into the 9s. Okay, that's not great by any means. This track definitely doesn't have the full amount of grip that I was getting in my last practice. Tried to push it a little harder, got a little loose off that corner. And hopefully I can hold this line a little bit better without going under it, because when you go in the very bottom lane, I just pushed up. Here at New Hampshire, you go in that bottom lane, it kind of like tilts in the opposite direction, and it wants to get you loose, so it's not great. But we ran in the 9s, both laps, so not awful. Yeah, they're going to get down to the 6s. Faster guys. The fastest I've seen somebody get is like almost a 5 flat, but that was like when the track was all the way worn in and everything and there's enough rubber on the track. But I'm gonna be falling back a little bit, already back to, what is this, 8th at this point? Yeah, it looks like 8th. So we're falling back in the pack, only a 17 car field. We're already mid-pack, so a few guys left to qualify. Let's see where we end up, and hopefully we don't get wrecked here in the beginning. I'm gonna try to take it nice and easy on this start. Alright, we fell back all the way to 10th, so this is going to be a deep starting spot for us, which is going to be very interesting. Can I grid up? Thank you. I tried clicking it like 3 times. I either missed or just didn't take the input. I don't know. If you guys enjoy this kind of racing, like and subscribe, so that way I know that you guys like this specific kind of content and you guys are enjoying it as well. Hopefully, we could miss the wrecks. I'm assuming there's going to be some. Freaking spotter and crew chief are just going off. Starting on the outside is going to be tough because the lower line is faster. Not the very low line, but like just that mid lane, like the second lane up is the faster one. Tires are going to wear out for sure. But in 1 and 2, like I was doing in qualifying, I liked that like that seam between the 2nd and 3rd. Well, that's fine, because there's no cautions. There's no cautions in this race. 40 laps is a long time. Tires definitely going to wear out some. People are going to probably smack the wall. I'm hoping not to do that. People are going to spin out and wreck. I'm hoping not to do that as well. Hoping to have a pretty good race. I'm confused why they said Bucks and 6, because the NBA finals are already done. They've been done for a few days now, I'm pretty sure. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to try to take it nice and steady, like slow and steady on the start. Stay with these guys as much as I can. Just watch for people getting into each other. Hopefully we don't get ran over from behind. It's so easy to overdrive these corners if you just miss your mark a little. Or if you just don't apply the brake at the right time. Or if you lock up your brakes and then you can't turn. Because that could happen. I didn't change the brake bias here at this track. I changed the steering ratio to 12:1 because I like it better, and then I moved the offset to -5 because it helps me down the straightaway stay a little straighter, because on the original like -2 set, you kind of hold to the right a little. Did not have a very good start. Guy behind me really laid back on start. I missed my shift. Completely forgot about shifting. 12 car to our inside. He was pretty quick in my last practice. He was right around the same time as me, so I expect to kind of run around him.
Oh shit.
They got into somebody up there. Stay up there, stay up there. That was a good save. That was a very good save by the 3. Luckily, we were able to get to the bottom here. Probably gained a couple spots out of that. Who was it? The 6 that got into him? I don't know exactly what happened. I think he just got in a little high, hit him in the back end. Somebody got spun back there. I saw him in the mirror. But yeah, I'm not trying to go as low as the 12 is, because it's kind of just going to push you back up into this lane, and I ain't trying to do that. You got loose off the corner there. When you have to turn too much off the corner, it definitely will get you a little loose. Hoping to just run some nice clean laps. Not burn out our tires or back tires, because I don't want to be sliding all over the place. Let's see where we go from there. Don't push the issue too hard right now. There's a long way to go. Don't let your car hating you halfway through the run, because it's going to be a long race if that's the case. But everybody's running about the same lines for the most part. Thought the 12 might have gotten a little loose there because he went down real low off the corner. Staying right with the 12, and the 6 like was really deep into the corner. I was trying not to get into the back of the 12 because he could have went a little deeper for sure. Trying not to get in the back of him. I feel like I'm a little quicker than him right now. Hope I can get a run down this straightaway. He's kind of getting a run on the guy in front of him. So that's not going to happen. I wouldn't take it 3 wide. That would not be the smartest thing here. 12 car drifts up. 11 crosses him back over. Good clean racing there. 12 car is very slow off the corner. I thought he was going to get into the back of the 11 there. He went super low. Don't hit that inside wall, please. Holy shit, he went all the way down to that wall. I had to really get out of it. I thought he was going to come up on me, but he didn't. Try to hold him down there and use momentum off this lane, but I'm kind of just getting loose. When I went to go get in the gas there in that lane, it just kind of like started kicking out on me a little bit too much. Which I did not want. 12 car is really going low off of 2, which I don't think is helping him at all. Try to take advantage of him being a little slower off of 2. Eleven car got a little loose off that corner. He might have a little bit of momentum down the straightaway. Yeah, he does. 6 car is going to probably get to our outside then, which is fine. I'd rather be on this lower lane. 12 car, do not come down like you normally do. You are. Jesus Christ. He's going to get himself wrecked.
Still there. Still outside.
But I feel like I'm a little quicker than him. I just got to run my corners correctly. But if he comes down on me off of 2 like he normally does, he's going to get himself wrecked. But I like to go into this corner deeper too. I'm trying not to get in the back of him because he has a different braking zone than I do. A little earlier. Able to hold off the 6 at least. I know he's pretty quick as well. I don't know where the 3 went. He's nowhere to be seen in my last like 3 behind me now. He had a hell of a save earlier. I want to go back and see that. That was kind of nice. I really thought he was going to come down into us though. I'm happy he didn't. I'm not sure which car was behind me either because they kind of just went low and stayed out of us. Jesus, 12 car, you're going to get yourself fucking wrecked. 6 car has a run. Giving him that second lane. I'm running the 3rd. He almost got into my left rear. 12 car is real slow off of that corner. It doesn't really work going down all the way to the apron.
Still out there, border. Still outside.
Just stayed in the gas a little bit there through the corner. It kind of worked out. Hopefully we can clear him here in 3 and 4.
Still out there, quarter.
Because you can kind of put a little bit of gas in it, stay kind of in your lane, and just get on it coming off. The outside lane's going to have a little bit of momentum. I actually beat him to the line there, so that was nice. But 1 and 2 is just a little bit better on the low side. 3 and 4, you can kind of make it work on that higher side. You do not have nearly enough of a run 12 car.
Inside.
Yep, and he goes all the way low.
Still there on the bottom.
And almost coming up into us. I had to like push up off so he didn't get into me.
Clear.
Because he did not have nearly enough run, wasn't even on the side of me at all going into that corner.
Outside. Clear, clear.
Yeah, he pushes really hard into some corners, and some corners he doesn't. And then he like really messes up his exit a lot. So we're up to 7th. We gained 3 spots since the start, which is nice. Took a while to get by the 12 car. But let's see if we can work on the 11. And try to work our way towards the top 5. I did good at the Milwaukee Mile last week in the late model. I'm gonna run the Martinsville race later this week in the late models because I like Martinsville a lot anyways. But it's kind of gonna be like a lot of short tracking on the asphalt side recently because the Milwaukee Mile, big big flat track, and then this is a big flat track as well. Kind of similar, but not exactly. They race different for sure. 6 car guy around the 12 as well. But yeah, Martinsville, fun flat track, fun flat short track. It's definitely my favorite short track on the asphalt side. And flat track in general. I'm not very good at most flat tracks. Martinsville is interesting though.
Outside.
Yeah, 11 car keeps running that 3rd lane. He's gonna get momentum off the corner, but I get really good through the middle of 3 and 4 on that lane that I'm running. That's the thing, these straightaways are so long, you want to get a good run off the corner for sure. If you don't get a good run off, you're gonna be dead in the water down the straightaways. How far are we into this? Lap 16, not too bad so far. Car's not hating us yet. We haven't gotten in the wall, haven't made contact with anything, so I'm happy about that. Just trying to work with what the track and everybody else has given us. Tires are getting worn out enough to where you can kind of get on the gas a little harder once your car starts to rotate. He got in the wall a little bit there off of 2. Just a little bit though. The way he runs 3, it just makes me want to get under him every time because I like to run lower in the 2nd lane. But I don't want to get into his left rear because it might happen just with some net code. Yeah, I tried to turn down off that corner, it didn't quite work. Because I hit that apron, not the apron, but like the bottom lane,
Still there.
and it just kind of pushed us back.
Clear him. Inside. Corner. Clear.
Should get the momentum off the higher side, clear the 6 there. 12 cars falling back a little bit from us. It's gonna be hard to get by. I'm really gonna have to like make it work in 1 and 2. That's like the main spot to pass, it seems like. Because 3 and 4 you can make the outside work, but 1 and 2 you want to be on that lower side. Kind of want to get like a run off of this corner going into 1 and 2. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Just kind of stay even with them off of there. So hard to make something work when they run just right in the middle of both lanes. Like, it's hard to maneuver around them altogether. 'Cause he's kind of doing that in both corners. He's running like right on that seam.
Corner. Clear.
Might actually get a run. Oh, nope, I'm getting loose. Tried pushing it real hard off that corner, and it just started kicking out loose on us. Luckily, I was able to save it. It wasn't like super loose on us, but back end started coming around a little bit. But shouldn't hurt our tires too much, I don't think. Trying to see if I can get to the outside of him off of 4 there. They definitely feel a little quicker, but I really don't want to get into him. Because he definitely holding me up coming off of 3 and 4. He just doesn't get in the gas as quickly. 1 and 2 were pretty much even. 3 and 4 I feel like is where I'm definitely beating him. Or just the entrance of the corners in general, I feel like.
Clear. Side.
It's so hard to not hit the wall off of 2 because there's no depth. I hate that. There's like no sponsorship. Jesus Christ, 6. And 12 got into us because the 6 just like basically threw a slide job that wasn't clear, and the 12 got the wall. Good job.
Outside and out. Inside only.
So good job, 6.
Go inside.
Like he was not clear at all. I completely checked up and like clipped his back right barely, and then the 6 just ran us over. Luckily he like checked up enough to where he didn't wreck us, but damn, we're all the way back here now. Like I was running a clean ass race with everybody, and then that shit happened, so that's unfortunate. Found the 3 car though. 3 cars back here. Should be in 9th now, I believe. Let's see if we can work our way back up there. I haven't had to be around the 14 yet, but he definitely benefited off all that. I think I can get back up to 8th at least if I just run my line correctly. 14 pushed up real hard. Oh, he's getting loose. I had to get out of that.
Right.
You're all good.
No throttle happy.
Yeah, I could tell. It happens. Especially when you're in the middle of battling everybody. He's kind of loose there too, off of 2. I could see his like car was kicking out on him a little bit. His front tires were to the right slightly. Hopefully I can hold this inside going in the 1. No, not quite. It does get too much of a run on the outside off of 4. I just have to get a really good run off of 1 and 2. Which does not happen. But lap 26, still a while to go in this race still. Like this is a long Arca race with no cautions. 40 laps is a lot at this track.
Outside. Clear high.
Could have gotten the gas a little earlier. Didn't. I didn't know if he was gonna start getting loose again or not. Try not to push up on him too close. But yeah, when the 6 goes inside of us, I really didn't think he was gonna try to like basically throw a dirt slide job on us, which is what he did. And he was not clear. Like there was room for the car, but that was it. Like there was 0 room for error. If I would have stayed in the gas, probably would have wrecked both of us, or at least him. I should have. Okay, if I catch back up to him, I know how he races now, so that's fine.
Outside.
Decent run through 1 and 2. I'm sliding off of 2, so is he.
Clear high.
That was scary. He was sideways coming off that corner too. That's why he screamed like that.
Right front.
Oh, he blew it right front. Really? That's interesting. I don't think tire wear is that bad, but maybe he hit something earlier on, like the wall or another car. I'm not sure. That sucks. He was running pretty decent. Because I was like slipping and sliding off that corner as well. And then he did it next to me and then overcorrected into the wall. That's how I was able to get around him. And then I guess going into 3, he blew a tire, which sucks. I've never had that happen to me yet on iRacing. And hopefully it doesn't happen to us here. I haven't got, oh Jesus, I'm sliding. But I haven't gotten into anything with my front right yet. It's mainly been my back left. from the 12. I think that's the only damage I have, to my knowledge. My front left shouldn't have any damage from the 6, like we barely tapped, but definitely could have wrecked him if I didn't get out of it. But also if I would have stayed into it, may have not had damage and all the time lost from the 12 getting into us then. Hindsight's 20/20. I try not to wreck anybody. But when people put themselves in that kind of situation, they kind of want to be wrecked at that point. So let's see if we can catch them at all. And stay in front of the 3 car, because he's been pretty quick. He got kind of screwed from the 6 as well in the beginning. Yeah, my back tires are starting to hate me a little bit. My rear tires, not right rear, just both my rear tires are starting to hate me, I think. They're starting to slide a little bit off the corners, because I think I'm just getting on the throttle a little too early and turning a little too much at the same time. I kind of need to do like the diamond thing like I'm doing in 1. As well in 3 and 4. It's probably a little bit better. You really just have to not turn. But yeah, this track is tough. This track is very tough for me. I'm not like a big flat track person, but we're doing a lot of flat tracks recently with the Milwaukee Mile, then this, and then Martinsville, which I just consider Martinsville more of a short track instead of a flat track, but it is flat as well. Because basically, flat tracks are mainly one groove. So you gotta work with what you got. Bump and run sometimes comes into play, or just throw in an awful slider that should be for dirt, not on asphalt. 3 car had a really good 1 and 2 there. He caught me in the middle of that corner, I noticed. I pushed really hard through there. My car is not wanting to rotate in the middle of the corner anymore. Ooh, we loose. Real loose off the corners. His car seems to be rotating more. Like he's getting on the brakes a little bit more and getting it to rotate. Because he like dropped back a little and then he like rotates through and gets it all back. And if not more. Need to just wait on it. Slow and steady would definitely help you out here. Definitely steady, because getting on the gas too hard keeps getting me loose. So you gotta be steady with it. You can't just full throttle it all the time. Went in a little low, but I think I can make it work off the corner. Don't want to get down that lower lane. Wall. Can I get off it? Thank you. I think the 3 did the same exact thing as me, because he lost some time to me. That's kind of funny. It's so hard to see the wall up a 2. Like I wish there was some sponsoring or something there, because there's like no depth to it, and with the sun on it, it just is a blinding light, and I can't tell exactly where it is a lot.
5 laps to go right now.
That's why I try to stay away from the wall coming off a 2, because it's so easy to get sucked up into it. Yeah, it's just so hard to see where it's at. I don't like it. I hate that so much. Damn, I really wish that wouldn't have happened, because the 6 really hasn't done anything else. Like, he stayed right there with the 11. I really think I could have gotten around the 11 sooner or later, because I was right on his ass for the longest time. I was getting good runs on him in the middle of 3 and 4. It's just so tough to pass. I was kind of getting good runs on him in the middle of 1 and 2 as well for a little bit there. Trying to get to his outside, it just wasn't working. And that's when the 6 got inside of us. So I was trying to make something happen where we could get around, but I didn't want to get into him. I'm surprised the 6 hasn't moved him yet, because he moved the 3 earlier and then basically moved me out of the way. But I think that he went into that corner going low and just overshot the hell out of it. Like, he drove in too hard. That's just bad driving in general. Because he easily could have taken out the 11 as well, going into that corner. Because he went in real hot. Like, I did not expect it at all. But we got 2 laps to go. It's been a long-ass race. 40 laps of this track is, like, tiring. Eyes are starting to get cross-eyed. Going around this place. Just trying to hit my marks. 3 cars slowly catching us, but I've been just trying to take it easy. Need to just push it so he's not anywhere near us. Oh, I thought the 11 car got spun or something. I just saw smoke. But we're in 8th, gained 2 spots from the start so far. Let's see if somebody gets wrecked. My car is not rotating in 3 and 4 there. He definitely caught me a little bit there. We'll see if anybody gets wrecked on this last lap. If it's going to be anybody, it's going to be the 11. Unfortunate to say. Hope it doesn't happen. 6 car really overdrove that corner, I could see on the left side of my screen. Damn, 3 had a really good run there off the corner.
Good.
It sounded like he downshifted behind me. Alright, able to hold him off.
Nice run, Liam.
Oh, that was fun. Everything was fun besides getting hit by the 6. Had a great race other than that, because running real close to everybody, not getting into anybody
Good job, fellas.
until that happened. So that was fun. It definitely was a different kind of race. It was tough. Very tough kind of race. Because New Hampshire is not my favorite kind of track. Alright, let's go back to when I got hit. Where the hell was it? I know it was a way slower lap. 33 seconds. There we go. Because I was like on the 11 for multiple laps here. Trying to figure out a way around him. Because I kept almost getting to his outside in 1 and 2 a couple times, but then he'd pull off down the back stretch. I got to his inside a couple times in 3 and 4, then he'd pull off down the front stretch. Like, it was tough to pass. Very tough to pass. You really had to, like, get a really good run off on a straightaway. Here, I was trying to get to his outside. He just gets a little bit too much of a run, and then we kind of stay even. I got a little loose as well. 6 car had a big run. I figured he was going to go low there, but he didn't. Kind of went a little high into that corner. Trying to get a good run down the straightaway, but that didn't happen. It's just so blinding off that corner. Like, the wall is so blinding. It's awful. I hate it. I thought multiple times the 6 was going to get into the back of me going into corners because he kind of drove deep into a lot of corners. But, like, I just stay far enough off the wall everywhere because I do not want to get stuck into it. Go high into 1 again. Thought I was going to get to the outside of him here. Tried to stay in it and then just lost time. This is where the 6 car does it, I think. Like, he gets side by side with me, and then he just drives deep as fuck into this corner, and I do not expect this to happen. Like, who expects that? And then the 12 car just gets into me because I check up for the 6. 14 car just goes on by. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm frustrated by that because this isn't dirt. Like, that you don't do that. You stick in your line because there really wasn't the room. I was getting the momentum to get on the outside of him, and that just screwed everything up completely. I want to see where the 14 and I were like super close to each other. Yeah, right there he got sideways. He got on the gas a little too much. I got off so I didn't run into him. And then when did I get to his inside? I think it was like the next lap. I started running better times when I was behind the 14. I don't know why. I just did. Nope, not quite here, was it? It was the next lap. It was somewhere where he really screwed up a corner and I was able to get on the inside of him. I don't remember where it was, actually. But it was terrifying because we were both sideways. He overcorrected a little bit too much, though. Right here, I think it was. Because I was trying to push real hard. Oh, yep, that's where it was. That was super close. Because I was like a little sideways. Right here, you can see my wheel turning back to the right, and then he gets real sideways coming off and just overcorrects it into the wall. And then I think he said he blew a tire going into the next corner. I think he said he blew his front right or something. Oh, yeah, I think his left front or something. I don't know what the hell happened. I've never seen that, like, actually in a race. It just starts smoking a ton. So maybe that is, like, blowing your tire. I have no fucking clue. That's the equivalent of it, because did he even try to turn into the corner? I'm not 100% sure. Oh, yep. It was not turning for him. That's unfortunate. So I've never had that happen. That's very interesting. I don't know if it was his front left or his front right, because the front left looked like it was smoking, so that was really odd. But, oh well. We gained a couple spots from the start. Oh yeah, I want to go back to see what happened with this dude, because he got screwed too. completely in the start. He had a hell of a save, though. I think it was the first lap. I honestly think it was like the first lap, coming off of 4. I'm pretty sure that's when the 6 got him. Where was the 6? The 6 is all the way back here. 3 had an awful turn 1. Lost a ton of ground. Pretty sure it was in 3 and 4 here. What happened? 6 car just overdrove it. Got into the back of the 3. It was a hell of a save, though. I thought he was going to come down into us. 10 car went real low. We all get by clean. That was good driving by like everybody not running into each other. And a good save by the 3, because a lot of people just would have gassed it up and spun it around. Would have been a big wreck. I don't know what that like noise thing is, but it's so loud in my ear too. They're 4 wide there, 3 wide here. I'm happy the 10 stayed real low. But that was a great save, and unfortunate for him because he started up in 4th. He was definitely quick, and we were able to hold him off there at the end, so happy about that. But that was a terrifying beginning, but a great save by the 3. 6 car was just so aggressive for like no reason at all, and multiple times. So definitely should have finished, I think, a spot ahead or maybe 2. I think I could have finished 6th in this race, but it is what it is. 10 car wrecked right there, actually. I did not know that. Oh yeah, somebody did wreck off of this corner. I forgot. 6 car cut him off. Nope. Okay. I don't know if that was netcode or him just getting on the gas. It was probably just him getting on the gas and getting loose. That's what it looked like. But that's unfortunate for him. But we gained a couple spots from the start, finishing 8th. Probably going to lose the slightest bit of iRate, and I feel like, because of the 9, the 11, and the 7 being all the way up here probably. So we're probably going to lose a little bit of iRate and finishing 8th out of 17 and being car number 5. So not a big gain or loss, which isn't going to be too bad. But let's go see what we end up getting. Alright, results are in. Strength of field was nearly 2,900. It was a pretty high strength of field overall. The number 1 car led all the laps. Fastest car on track. Won by almost 4 seconds. He was super quick. Good for him. He was over 5K I rating, so that's interesting. Over 4,500 for number 2. What was number 3? 42, almost 4,300. I'm down at 35. 45, only lost 3. I figured it was going to be a net gain or loss of just barely for our number and where we finished. I feel like I could have finished 6th. Definitely would have gained some iRate in there. 7th might have been like +3 at that point. But that was unfortunate for us. Lost a little bit of safety. Don't care about that. I got plenty of safety, so that's okay. But it was a fun race. It was a lot of fun. New Hampshire is very tough for me. It's not my favorite kind of track, but it was fun trying to learn it and racing it. I think I could have had a little bit better result, but able to not wreck at least and hold off the 3 car there at the end. That was good racing with him at the end. Very close. Unfortunate what happened with the 14 because we were running pretty good after I got hit by the 12 with everything with the 6, but the 12 car fell back from us. 14 car blew his tire, which was very unfortunate. He was doing fine, but good race overall. A lot of close racing. It's so tough to pass. You have to really have a great run down a straightaway and a perfect corner to get by somebody. So interesting to figure out and make it work or not, because I was trying on the 11 for a while and I feel like I could have gotten around them sooner or later. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Let me know how you guys are doing this week in your races, and I will catch you guys in the next one.